Members taking a call. Brendan Burns.
Thank you, Chair, and I'm very pleased to pick up on Part 6. And obviously this is the part of the bill where we see a widening of the powers of the Minister in respect of his capacity to call in matters which are deemed to be of national significance. And I think we need to look through the 10 points, 9 or 10 points, in respect of how that power is to be given to the Minister. He's able to call in an issue and have the EPA steamroller it through on any one of 10 points. Let's just look through those. Where something has aroused widespread public concern or interest regarding its actual or likely effect on the environment, including the global environment. A very, very broad sweep encompassed in that particular sub-clause. Where the Minister believes that a call-in or an issue in the respect of a call-in is likely to involve significant use of natural and physical resources, where it's likely to affect a structure, feature or area of national significance, where it is likely to affect or is relevant to New Zealand's international obligations to the global environment. I'd like the Minister to give us some indication here in Part 6 of this bill. What are the sorts of scenarios that he envisages he could use these sweeping powers? What is the risk to our international obligation to the global environment that would see him call in a project under Part 6 of this bill? Is it in respect of climate change issues, for instance? Is it in respect of a hazardous substance released into the environment? Is it in respect of ozone issues? Because this clause is very, very wide-ranging. It goes on, obviously, under the other sub-clauses of the bill to see where we have a matter can be called in where it is likely to result in or contribute to significant or irreversible changes to the environment, including the global environment. Can't see any particular problem around that. Obviously, if there is something that very quickly could lead to a huge impact on our environment or the world environment, we would want to see a minister with the capacity to intervene rapidly. But I cannot see that a small agency like EPA, which is probably only going to have, I think, around 20 staff, and the Minister can correct my estimation of the figures if I'm wrong, but we've already heard that the IRMA staff transferring across are of the order of 90. I think there are 20 or 30 staff in respect of climate change, and the balance of the staff are mostly in respect of this call-in unit, which is provided for under this clause. And one does get a sense that this is sort of the Trojan horse of the bill, that it's actually there as a rapid agency for fast-tracking particular projects. And I think we as a Parliament deserve to know from the Minister what are the various scenarios he sees. Looking further through the clauses of Part 6, we see where a call-in can be invoked where it's likely that an application may involve technology, processes or methods that are new to New Zealand and that may affect its environment. Obviously, technology moves very, very rapidly. There may be scenarios that the Minister has in mind in respect of that clause. And also where, and I think this is the sort of the clause that to me signals that basically the Minister wants the powers to do a call-in no matter what the issue, where government wants to push something through very rapidly. This is the clause that seems to embody it for me, because it says that a call-in can happen where it will assist the Crown in fulfilling its public health, welfare, security or safety obligations or functions. There's not much within the purview of government that wouldn't fall broadly under that remit, I have to suggest, Minister. You might have to spell out education as the missing clause, but if you needed the power to intervene, this is the hold it clause. When you say that you need the power to fulfil public health, welfare, security or safety obligations or functions, I think you've got the open door to an intervention on a proposal of national significance as you see fit, rather than it having any particular issue of real national significance. It's a very wide clause, and I would like the Minister to indicate what are the sorts of circumstances in that particular clause that he would like to see introduced. And I do have a particular disquiet, I suppose, around this part of the bill. And it goes back to, in my past life, I was editor of the paper in Marlborough at the time when the fast ferries started. And it's a very topical issue at the moment, Mr Chair, very topical at the moment, Mr Chair.
I actually was inattentive and gave you a very good and lengthy call. I'm now going to take the Minister. Honourable Nick Smith.
Mr Chairman, I want to provide the member with just